caller, welcome to FAPE Now. You're on the air with Senator Ige.
Hello. Hi. Yes, I'm a parent calling from Honolulu, Kahala, actually, and I am really glad to see you, Senator Ige, running for governor. That's one thing I wanted to state right away. I think you're a real good guy. The other thing I want to say is that as a parent of a special needs child, I've been watching the show for a long time, so I'm a big fan of the FAPE Now show. And I have a question for you directly because you are a candidate for governor. I saw that in the graphics of the credits. And my question to you is, like, right now my son needs to have one-on-one help. And they were talking about giving him an EA, but the tug of war is that the school doesn't have the budget to give him one-on-one, like an educational aid, an EA as they call it. And they're saying that if there was just a little bit more budget, and if every school was allowed to run their own, to govern their own budget, they could probably provide more direct services to special needs children. How do you feel about that type of thought?
I definitely would support that. It's two different things. The schools get the weighted student formula budget that comes to them directly. The bulk of the special needs budget is actually controlled by the bureaucracy, and that's probably why they're saying that the school can't control those funds. I've been a big proponent of moving that special needs funds into the school budget so that I believe the school is in the best position to make those decisions. I'm not talking about the full high-end needs per se. The school needs to make sure, and if a student requires more than the average amount of services, then we need to make sure that all of that is provided. So the special needs funds are really controlled by the bureaucracy, and the schools don't have full control of that. So I definitely would agree in moving those funds to the school level.
So are you saying that maybe the school principal, counselors, teachers at the school, if they had control of the fund, as opposed to, because there is a procedure called, it's a placement IEP.
Right.
The IEP procedure. And to my knowledge, at least the guests that we've had on this program, it's not the teachers at the schools that actually get involved. They are fighting guys from the DOE.
Well, the school personnel is developing the IEP, which is individual educational plan.
Right.
So they determine, working with the parents and determine what services are required in the best interest of the child. Now, the department is supposed to fund the requirements of the IEP. And so if they determine that an educational assistant is required to provide the services, then the department should be providing it.
But we had many people on this program, countless programs, and that's where it doesn't always work.
Right.
In fact, most times it doesn't really work, in that it seems of all the money the state is collecting, even in this tough budget period, that certainly it should be easier for parents to get help for their kids, not more difficult.
Right. I mean, like I said, I've always believed that we would accelerate reform if we would get the monies to the school and let those professionals at the school make the decisions on the best interest of the child.